So they've got all these new premises, they've got a big extension and everything, and they've brought half of the garden centre in to see us today. You have brought some beautiful things with you. Just talk us through some of the stuff you've got here then.
So what else have I got? I have got a light up insect house.
A light up insect house.
How cute is that?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So that's really cute.
What sort of insects would live in that?
Butterflies, ladybugs, spiders, any little insect.
Any little critter.
Yeah, any little critter.
And they're all so good for your garden.
They're brilliant.
Yeah.
They'll live in them as well.
Huh?
The bees will live in them as well.
Yeah, the bees will go in them as well.
If they want somewhere
I've got a little strawberry plant.
Lovely. And is it the time now to start planting strawberries then?
Yes. Veg. It's that nice kind of like time of year when we kind of think about the growing season and what we can grow and veg and herbs and start off the seeds and things like that. And you don't have to have anything fancy, just a little bit of compost, a warm windowsill, and away you go. That's it.
People seem a bit more keen to try this sort of thing now, don't they?
Yes.
It seems to have been, I think, probably through lockdown.
Yeah.
People are more interested in growing their own, aren't they?
And I think as well, there's an importance of where that food has actually come from and how it's grown as well. You've grown it yourself. It's brilliant for kids to get involved in as well. I mean, things like strawberries, they're fairly cheap and cheerful plants, but you just get so much reward out of growing it. And, things like potatoes as well. It's a really simple thing to start growing if you've never done it. And you're rewarded with like this big pot of potatoes, which is so nice.
That's the thing. People assume that if you're trying to grow potatoes, you need a field.
And you don't.
No.
You don't. You just need a bag of compost, a couple of pots, and away you go. That's it. You just leave them to it and let them grow. And then when they've died back, and you just take that little peek just to see if you've got potatoes in the bottom. And it's like, yep, having those with butter.
It's the most satisfying, and they taste better.
They must.
You grow your own. They taste better. They cook better, don't they? They cook quicker. It's a lovely thing to do. And the thing I love about you guys, and this is why since they've been here, we have not stopped talking off air, because I've just been asking you loads of questions, because you two are so knowledgeable. So if someone is new to this and they want to have a go at growing something, you'll talk to them, won't you?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's the easiest thing to do is just, no question is a silly question. Even we still go through our gardening books that we've still got at the garden centre, which are from donkeys years ago. And I'm talking like, the 50s and the 60s. And they're books that have been given to us by customers. So when we did gardening, they would give us their books. And we've kept them all down there. So if you're unsure of anything, you just go back to these books, and it's a brilliant reference to go through.
You're living encyclopedias. We don't need the internet. Go and speak to real people. Speak to James and Jodie, and they'll be able to help you out.
We help.
Yeah. And James, you've also got there. We mentioned the insect kind of house, which is great. Flowers for insects as well. Is it time now to kind of think about planting things like that?
We've got these little flower boxes that we've got from the RHS, aren't they?
Yeah, so there has been a massive decline in wildflower meadows and wildflowers just in general. And that has a massive consequence then on things like bees, butterflies, birds, because obviously they feed off the seeds. So we're quite keen, aren't we, in the whole wildflower thing. So even if you don't have a massive space, you just get a little box of wildflowers, sprinkle them on, and just leave them. And
are they quite easy? Do they do their own thing?
They are so easy. They are the easiest thing to grow. People are quite scared because there's so many different varieties in one box. But you just literally just sprinkle them, put a bit of compost over the top, water, and then just leave them, and you'll get the bees and the butterflies. Because I think, that sort of thing for me is it's like really important, because without that,
it's the future, isn't it, when it comes down to it. Well, listen, I've learned so much from you already, and I'm going to get to carry on talking to them after they finish, because they're here and I'm not going to let them go. But I just have to say, we had a lovely message in from Alex, who just said, Alexander, who messaged in to say, honestly, trips to garden centres should be on prescription. And you know what? I think he's absolutely right.
I do too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you could do no worse than going up and seeing lovely Jodie and James at Ramsey Garden Centre this weekend. And you'll be popping back next month, won't you, for a bit of another update for us?
Definitely.
All right. Well, I'll be up to see your extension, so to speak.
Yeah, up to see the extension.
Yeah. Thanks very much, both of you. We'll speak to you real soon.